What's up, guys? So in this video we're going to talk about 8 reasons why you had a bad workout. Now, I don't think bad workouts are just something that happens, something that they come out of the blue. And a bad workout, it's just something that occasionally happens. There is always a reason why you had a bad workout. So if you have a workout that did not satisfy your expectations, go back, look at the workout, and try to find out why it happened. It could be one of these 8 reasons, it could be something else, but try to find out why you had a bad workout. The first one is going to be pre-workout carbs. Now, carbs aren't going to be for everyone, but if you usually have carbs before you work out and you didn't this one day and you had a bad workout, that is going to be a major factor. So it could be bread, it could be rice, it could be even cookies.
Who told you you can eat my cookies? Put that cookie down! Now!
It's worth experimenting with carbs before the workout, seeing what works for you, and once you find what works for you, stick with that. Don't change it too much, and find out how much carbs, how many grams of carbs you need, what sources, and the timing. So it might be 30 minutes before, it might be 60 minutes. Find what works for you, what gives you energy and makes you feel strong in the gym. Don't go for a bunch of oil or fatty foods. Don't go for a bunch of meat. Don't go for a bunch of fiber. Try to stick to mostly starches that can give you quick energy. I also suggest a sports drink for most people during the workout. Even if you're doing keto, this is going to be a good time to get in carbs, as you're going to be very, very insulin sensitive during this time. Number 2 is going to be sleep. Sleep is absolutely vital. Most people that I see who are getting 5 to 6 hours of sleep per night, they notice some effect on their workout and they notice some effect on their body composition. So I would say for most people, you're going to want to be getting at least 7 hours, if not 8 hours. Most professional athletes, they sleep 9 or 10 hours. They might have an 8-hour sleep at night and then a nap during the day as well. Usain Bolt sleeps about, or he used to sleep 10 or 11 hours per day. Roger Federer sleeps about 12 hours per day total. So sleep is absolutely vital. It's important to maximize anabolic hormones like testosterone and growth hormone and reduce catabolic hormones like cortisol. So sleep is absolutely important and you need to prioritize sleep. The difference between 6 hours and 7 hours is absolutely massive. And this 1 hour per day is one of the best investments that you can make in your life. It might seem small, it might be easy to sacrifice, but long term, it is absolutely crucial. Number 3 is going to be water. So H2O, yo, is the way to go for the hoes and bros, you know? Anyway, so unless you're Eddie Hall, hydration is really, really important. Your body is like 60-70% water, and water is used for almost every chemical reaction in the body, and that includes your muscles contracting. Every 2% of body weight that you lose when dehydrated is going to reduce your performance by a significant amount, roughly 10% according to some sources, which I will link in the description below. It's important to stay hydrated. I would drink water throughout the day leading up to your workout. For most people, I suggest at least 2 liters of water per day. That's going to be enough to make sure that you're getting enough, and it's important. The next one is going to be your recovery. So this is sort of 2 factors. One is going to be your acute recovery. So your recovery from that last workout. So if you have a squat workout on Monday and you do 10 hard sets of squats, and you go in on Wednesday and you expect to have a good squat workout, that is not a good expectation, okay? You need more time to recover for that type of workout. You need to really set up your training in an intelligent way to have enough frequency, to have enough volume, to have everything working together. And if you don't really know what you're doing, it's easy to do too much and to under-recover. It's almost always better to do a little bit less than too much. If you do too much, it's going to take exponentially longer to recover, especially for your joints. So your joints are almost always going to be the limiting factor when it comes to recovery. The second one is going to be long-term recovery. So if you've been, quote-unquote, overtraining for a very long time, yes, you're going to have a few bad workouts in a row, and you might need to take a deload to deal with that fatigue. So one is going to be an acute response to training that you need to just deal with and maybe push a workout back. The other one is going to be long-term fatigue that you need to manage with appropriate training volumes and deloading. Number 5 is going to be your expectation. So it's better to have 10 solid-ass workouts than 1 epic workout and 9 crappy workouts. I would say for most people, there's no point in having epic workouts. Just string together a bunch of solid, decent, good effort workouts and don't do anything crazy. You get injured when you do crazy stuff. So just keep it to decent, moderate workouts. There is nothing wrong with just having good workouts. If you expect every workout to be great, to be amazing, to be epic, to be crushing every single workout, you're going to have bad workouts just because you expect something that's not really possible. Number 6 is going to be not having a plan. So if you don't have a plan and you just expect to add weight to the bar forever, that's not really going to happen. If you're like, well, if I add 5 kilos to my bench press every week for a year, well, get back to me on how long that takes, because you're not going to be benching like 300 kilos in a year. It's just not going to happen. For most people, getting on a more reasonable plan and realizing that linear gains won't happen forever. They might happen for a few weeks. They might happen in very small increments for a few months, but eventually this is going to run out, and you need to have a plan for when that happens. So if you start with starting strength and eventually that plateaus, you shouldn't have that expectation that you're always going to be able to improve by doing the same thing. At a certain point, you're going to need to change your workouts and actually periodize your training to get maximum results. And if you don't think about doing that, if you don't educate yourself on periodization, well, you're going to have a lot of bad workouts because you're not actually setting up your training like an intermediate. You're still training like a beginner, which isn't going to work forever. The next one is going to be stress. Now, stress is similar to sleep, and it is super, super important. Most people don't realize how freaking important stress is. It is one of the most important things when it comes to adapting to your training. If you're always in a fight or flight mode, you're always amped up on pre-workout or caffeine, and you're not actually recovering, you're not actually going to have very good performances. You're going to plateau very, very easily because you're not actually improving workout to workout. So it's important to find some ways, whether it's writing, whether it's relaxing with friends and family, movies, find something, it could be, whatever it is for you, to reduce that stress level. I know it's sort of difficult during these kinds of times, but find some way to reduce your level of stress. Everyone can find some way to get that down. And it's really, really important for your recovery, because if you're not recovering, eventually you're going to have a bad workout. And if you do have a bad workout, don't stress over it, okay? It's like literally the worst thing you can do. If you have a bad workout, you stress over the bad workout, you're going to have more bad workouts because you're stressed and you're not recovering. So it's important to chill out. If you have a bad workout, just try to analyze what happened. Don't just say, bad workouts happen. No. Find out what happened and deal with the situation. And if the situation is stress, find some way to get that shit down. Alright, that is all for this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, notifications, etc. Let me know if you have any questions about today's video, any video suggestions as well. Let me know about future content stuff. Peace!